Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me. We're looking at question 17 in this video. Question 17 from our 2007 Cayley paper. On an island, there are two types of inhabitants: heroes, who always tell the truth, and villains, who always lie. Okay, I'm sensing a logic puzzle here. 4 inhabitants are seated around the table. When each is asked, "Are you a hero or a villain?" all 4 reply hero. Well, if you were a hero and you were asked, "Are you a hero?" you would tell the truth and you'd say, "Yeah, I'm a hero." If you were a villain and you were asked, "Are you a hero?" you would lie and say that you are a hero, not a villain. Okay, so that doesn't really... It seems like this line doesn't really tell me anything. Instead, we get some more information. When asked, "Is the person on your right a hero or a villain?" all 4 reply villain. Interesting. So how many heroes are present? So we get these people, they're seated around a table. So what I'm going to do first off is, I'm going to get a brand new sheet of paper, but I'm going to imagine my people sitting around the table. I got someone up here, 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 here. I'm going to let H be hero and V be villain. Alright, now suppose I had a hero sitting here. Now they tell me that the person on their right is a villain. Okay, so now suppose I had a villain here. He tells me the person on his right is a villain, but I know he's lying. So he must be telling me I have a hero. And we know a hero will say that, yeah, it is a villain here. Okay, so that all worked out, and it looks like we have 2 heroes and 2 villains. But suppose I made an assumption. I said, suppose I have a hero. Well, I didn't actually say that. I said I'm going to start with a hero. What if I started with a villain up here? Well, a villain's going to tell me that he's going to lie, and so if he says there's a villain sitting next to him, he's a villain, he's lying. So there's got to be a hero sitting next to him. This hero will tell the truth, and when he says there's a villain to the right, that means we got to put a villain here. This villain's going to lie. And so if the villain said, there's a villain next to me, he's lying, so it's got to be a hero. So no matter how we do this, if we assume that there is a hero or assume that there is a villain, it fills out either way, and we get 2 heroes. And as I noted, this first statement here, when each is asked, "Are you a hero or a villain?" all 4 reply hero. That's a meaningless statement. There is nothing you can do with that. Because no matter who you are, hero or villain, you will respond hero to that question. So I think that's just extra information to trip people up. The real thing we need is, when asked, "Is the person on your right a hero or a villain?" all 4 reply villain. In general, I think if we had 2 N people around the table, we'd be forced to have N heroes and N villains. Be very interesting to see what would happen. The answer is, by the way, it's C, 2. What happens if I had 5 people? So if I had a hero, he would say, well, the person next to me is a villain, so it's going to have to be a villain because he's telling the truth. The villain would say the next person's a villain, but since the villain lies, this has got to be a hero. And then we're going to get villain, and then they'll say hero, and so it'll break down with odd. That's pretty cool. Very interesting. I wonder if you could set up more logic puzzles like that. Well, I know you can. There's lots of liar, truth-teller questions out there. But we don't have time for that. We're going to move on to another question, and that'll be question number 18. I will see you there.